Hey everybody, and welcome to the Gitans. So, yeah.
Yep, and this first one is Funbaba.
The Funbaba, always sleepy looking, really hates conflict, but when it comes to food, it can throw big temper tantrums and thrash around. Quite a handful. We were having like a 10-minute discussion about Funbaba before this. Is that what you were about to say?
Yeah, I was. I was like, we were just talking about Funbaba because, yeah, it's obviously, or for people who are familiar with Final Fantasy VI, Funbaba is a boss in Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, and then we were talking about the fact that depending on which version of Final Fantasy VI you play, Funbaba is known as Humbaba.
Which is just a different dialect in Japanese.
Yep.
And don't give me any spoilers, I haven't played Final Fantasy VI yet, so...
Well, yeah, there's not much... I mean, he's a boss that should...
Well, yeah, but I don't want people to, like, talk about him or anything, because I'm still... Because I'm still... My goal is one day to play all the numbered Final Fantasies, and I took a break from it because 3 frustrated me, and I'm actually recently been thinking of starting up 4, so...
And when you're saying 3, let's be clear, you're talking about Japanese 3.
Yes.
Yeah, not to be confused with Final Fantasy VI, which is the American 3.
Yeah, I played the Japanese 1, 2, and 3, and I've also played 9, 12, 13, 1 and 2, 14, and I'm on 15.
Yeah, for me, the only ones I've actually beaten, strangely, are 6, 7, and Tactics. But I've played 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12... So, I've played a lot of them, I just haven't actually gotten around to beating most of them, and I know the endings to most of them, so it's not like it's a spoiler for me at this point. But it's just like, I always just get distracted and don't get back to them, or I end up sitting out with a friend who plays it and beats it, and then I feel like I don't need to play it myself anymore, so... Yeah,
out of all the ones I've played, well, I really like 14, the online one, but excluding the online ones, I really enjoyed 13 too, and I don't know if it's because of the story or the gameplay, but I really enjoyed both, so... and I really like 9 as well. Yeah, there were monsters in 13 too, maybe that's why.
Anyway, Final Fantasy Tangent.
Yes.
It's the Green Dink.
The faces on its stomach and tail have minds of their own, and sometimes get into arguments. In the end, it's always the face on the tail that settles things. So what, does the tail just smack the face?
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Stop necromancing yourself. Oh my... That... I know. We're moving on. That thing is creeping me out.
Yeah, seriously. It's the La Fresheton.
The La Fresheton loves sunshine. It's always happiness when it's sunbathing, lapping up the nectar from the flower on its head?
Is that cannibalism?
Wait, how does he reach it? Does he have, like, a hummingbird
really long
tongue?
Yeah, he must have a hummingbird, or like a woodpecker tongue.
Dang it! I'm trying to turn him, and I need to put him in view mode first. He's got a little bee staff.
You've heard that about the woodpeckers, right? Their tongues are crazy long.
Yeah, that's because they peck out the hole to get to the larva inside the tree.
And you've heard about the whole thing with the brain, right?
I think I know what you're talking about. I mean, it's up in their brain cavity, isn't it?
No, well, yeah, so their tongue actually wraps up and around behind their brain.
Yeah.
And it provides shock absorption for them as they're pecking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to, like, viewers, you need to go look up like a cross section of a woodpecker.
It is kind of interesting, actually, yeah. But, you know, speaking of long tongues, anteaters are one of my favorite creatures. They're also really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have, like, one of the smallest, not the smallest, brain-to-body ratio in mammals, yet they can somehow still be able to time how long they've been in a termite nest. It's really interesting.
So the Jeet, I think is how you pronounce this? It's the Jot?
The Jewett. Is that iconic or laconic?
Laconic.
I don't know what...
As in the sleeping.
Okay, I didn't know what that word meant. I learned something new. The laconic is aloof, a rare trait among the rambunctious Gitans. But it's afraid of the dark and can't go to the bathroom alone at night. Pretty cute, huh?
No, not at all.
Well, I have to admit, while I don't like most things that are sub-Zan, I kind of like this one. Even though it's hard to see him.
It's just creepy.
It is, but I don't know why it seems to fit his theme. Like with his staff. Whoa. Okay.
You're just jumping all over the place.
Yeah, this is what happens when I play other games, is I get the the controls mixed up.
Why can't everybody agree on like what's the confirm button and what's the back button?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the tan marine.
It loves to swim and spends practically the whole year through in the water. Like a dolphin, it has the ability to use ultrasonic waves to communicate. It's actually one of my favorite ones. I've had several of these in the past. Their HP gain and skill gain actually kind of balance out some of their weaknesses.
Hearing them talk about ultrasonic stuff, the project I actually work on for work involves using echolocation to determine like kind of the shape and depths of things in the ground.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's the Halloween.
It has a pumpkin over its head from the time it's born, so it never has seen its own face. Okay. Sometimes you can see its eyes through the holes. They're pretty cute. Can't see them.
I thought I saw them for a second. Like, were they glowing or something? No, I guess not.
I'm not really a fan of this one, but it matches the style.
Yeah, it's okay. It's the Malztan.
It somehow got the idea it could be a Raiden when it grew up, so it trains hard every day. What it doesn't know is that it's been an adult for a long time now. Yep, not a fan. I think they did. I don't know.
I like it.
I don't know. It just seems like it just doesn't seem right. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it.
It's the Gitan.
Wanting to be a real demon, it tries to do all kinds of mischief, but this usually backfires and people wind up being grateful to it. It's very troubled by this. I didn't know it was supposed to be a demon, honestly. I guess it makes sense. It does something look like it's from Disgaea.
Well, I was gonna say, I think I remember that in Monster Rancher 3, that they were supposed to be demons. Like, they mentioned that at some point, didn't they?
Yeah, so I think, again, we're going back to this whole theme of coming from Monster Rancher 3. I think it translated okay. Like, I think the basic structure and the way he moves, but I don't like how his face looks. I don't know. I know he wasn't supposed to be cute to begin with, but I don't know. I feel like it was almost there, translating between the cartoony to the realistic.
It's the Gilliant.
A hot-blooded monster that dreams of being a hero one day. It's the only Gitan with a fair and just heart. It must have eyebrows. His favorite expression is do a good thing every day. We almost trained this, didn't we? Or did we?
Did we? I don't remember. It's been a while since we were talking about that stuff.
I know. You know what? I don't remember what monsters we had at the very end because it's been a little while now. But I know this one was a contender at some point. Because I really like them.
Yeah, we definitely were... Like, Antlions were in a lot of our considerations because we wanted to include them.
Yeah.
So. It's the Gilolitan.
The Gilolitan, you're right. With its huge eyes, it can spot in its... Sorry, I got stuck on eyes. How many... With its huge eyes, it can spot its opponent a mile away. One drawback, though, is it often gets stuff in its eyes. I only see one, game.
Yeah, we're plural.
Does he have another eye in his eye? Ew, that's gross. I don't want to think about that.
What you didn't realize is those spikes are actually all eyes that can look in all directions.
You know, for being part Suezo, it could have been worse. He could have a mirror in front of his face.
That's true. It's the Munitan.
A kind little monster that always smells good. In spite of the way he looks, he's a boy? Okay. People always mistake him for a girl, though, and he doesn't like it. I don't know why. That reminds me, so I've been watching, Lukagen's channel a lot, because I just kind of started watching her channel recently. I mean, Can I Has Cheeseburger? And she has a Suikoden 2 LP, and I actually just started watching it. And apparently a lot of people who had never actually seen the game or played it were watching her video, and they thought Joey was a girl.
What?
Yeah, I have no idea. Now, I know a lot of people on my LP thought Kirkus was a girl. I'll give him credit for that one. But Joey? No.
Yeah, nothing about Joey says female.
Yeah, and she was even confused. She's like, how did y'all think he was a girl?
I mean, well, no, I don't want to say any spoilers, but yeah. You guys need to go watch that LP. It's the Gallopton.
The Gallopton's dream for the Fumi... For the Fumi? Where the heck did I get Fumi from? Future is to be a G1 jockey. It does image training every single day without fail. It just looks like it's playing horsey, though. Oh my gosh, you guys, I know this reference. Is it from... Gallop Racer is the name of the game. There were several.
Is it like a...
What?
So Gallop Racer, that's like a dog racing game then, right?
No. Tecmo had... I'm pretty sure it was Tecmo's game, Gallop Racer. Yeah. Yes, it was, because you could get a special dino in the first Gallop Racer and the first Monster Rancher, and I was obsessed with that dino when I was a kid. They had a series of games... they were all like different years, like other stupid sports games, like 2006, 2003. And I only played like 1 or 2 of them, and they were not bad games, but they were more focused on the betting and racing than the training of the horse, so I wasn't very good at them, to be honest, but this is what it's a reference to. In fact, you probably can only get it from one of those games if I had to guess. But look, I know a reference! Okay, that's it for the guidance. That video probably went long enough, so we'll see you guys next time for the Ogios.
Until then.
Bye for now.